"I promise after the wedding," she said again. The same line she'd been saying for 3 years. The same line I used to believe. That night, she said it while closing her laptop, pretending she didn't see the message that popped up on her screen. "Can't wait to see you again, Red Heart, M." I froze. My chest tightened and a strange cold calm took over me. I wasn't angry. Not yet. I just felt hollow. Like something inside me had finally gone quiet after shouting for too long. We'd been together for almost 5 years. In the beginning, she was everything: soft-spoken, ambitious, and full of dreams. We talked about marriage like it was just around the corner. Every time I'd bring it up, she'd smile and say, "After the wedding, we'll do this. After the wedding, we'll buy a place. After the wedding, I'll quit my job." It became a phrase, something that kept me hoping. But after the wedding never came. Every year there was an excuse. Her career. Her mother's health. Her savings. My timing. She said she just needed a little more time, that marriage wasn't a race. And I wanted to believe her because love makes you patient. And foolish. The first real crack showed up last winter. We were at a small cafe downtown, sitting across from each other in silence. She was scrolling through her phone while I stirred my coffee until it went cold. "Who are you always texting these days?" I asked, trying to sound casual. She looked up, smiling faintly. "Just work stuff, babe. Don't start." Her tone was gentle but defensive. That's the thing about liars, they know how to sound tired just enough to make you feel guilty for asking. I didn't push it. Instead, I convinced myself that love meant trust, even when things didn't add up. A few weeks later, I picked her up from work. She slid into the car, smelling like a different perfume. Something sweeter, more expensive. I noticed, but I didn't ask. I didn't want to ruin another night with suspicion. But then she got a call. Her phone lit up. "Marcus, work." Except she didn't answer it. She just silenced it and stared out the window. I knew right then. I didn't have proof, but I knew. I didn't confront her. Not immediately. Instead, I became quiet. Observant. I started noticing things: her sudden gym sessions, her constant late meetings, her laughter while texting someone late at night. One night, she fell asleep on the couch, her phone half slipped from her hand. I wish I could say I resisted, but I didn't. I unlocked it using her birthday, our anniversary actually. She'd never changed it. There it was. Dozens of messages from Marcus. Inside jokes. "Can't wait to see you again." Pictures from hotel rooms. Her saying she was stuck in traffic, while sending him selfies from a rooftop bar. I scrolled until I couldn't anymore. The words blurred, and I just sat there, staring at her sleeping on the couch, her face peaceful and unbothered, as if she hadn't been building a life on lies. I didn't wake her. I didn't scream or throw her phone. I just stared at her and thought, this is what love turns into when only one person's holding it. The next morning I acted normal. Made her coffee. Kissed her forehead. Told her she looked beautiful. Because I wanted to see how far she'd go pretending. And she did. She smiled, told me she loved me, and said, "After the wedding, we'll go on that trip to Italy, remember?" That phrase, "after the wedding," sounded like poison now. For the next few weeks, I planned quietly. I wasn't interested in revenge, at least not the loud kind. I wanted something cleaner. Something final. So I booked a weekend getaway. A cabin near the lake we'd once visited when everything was still good. I told her it was a surprise. A chance for us to reconnect. She agreed instantly, her eyes lighting up, as if guilt could be erased by scenery. That Friday I drove us there. The lake shimmered, the air smelled like pine and silence. We cooked dinner, laughed, and for a few fleeting moments I almost forgot. I almost forgave her in my heart. Almost. Until her phone buzzed again. She glanced at it, smiled, and excused herself to call her mom. I watched her walk outside, phone pressed to her ear, her voice soft and warm. The kind of tone you use only for someone who makes your heart race. That was enough. I didn't need to hear the words. I didn't need to catch her red-handed. I'd already lost her long before that night. The next morning I packed my bag quietly. She was still asleep, her hair spilling over the pillow. I left a note on the nightstand. Not a dramatic one, just 5 words. After the wedding never came. Then I left. No yelling. No tears. Just silence and gravel crunching under my shoes as I walked to my car. She called me dozens of times that day. I didn't answer. Then came the texts, first confusion, then anger, then apologies. I read them all, but I didn't reply. A week later, she showed up at my apartment crying, swearing it was a mistake, that it meant nothing, that she was just confused. I listened. I didn't shout. I just said, "You always said everything would happen after the wedding. But you never realized I stopped waiting a long time ago." She broke down, and for the first time I didn't feel anything. Not anger. Not sadness. Just done. It's been 8 months since then. Sometimes I still catch myself wondering if she ever really loved me, or if I was just a safe place until she found something more exciting. But mostly I feel peace. A quiet kind that comes after too much noise. I learned that love isn't about waiting for someone to choose you. It's about recognizing when they already haven't. And every time I hear someone say, "after the wedding," I smile a little. Because I know now, some people never plan to love you in this lifetime. They just plan to keep you waiting until you leave yourself behind. But I didn't. I walked away.